Okay, returning to Megaman 3. Back to the movie theater. And I got a little something off screen. So yeah, we've got Megaman Sprite game face now. So apparently there's voices in the background during this song. Interesting. Anyways, we were up to entry 28. Theaters are just up ahead. Enjoy the movie. Make sure to subscribe to the 5 different overpriced streaming services to watch the follow-up material. Blue Proto-Man. Wonder what that movie is like. Okay, Boostman. By Isabel Lisa B and Silver Laguna. Score 72 on the dot. 79, 62, 80, 63, 76. So 1 element, 4 tokens. Let's go. Hello Luna Smith, welcome to the stream. And already a checkpoint. Okay, this is just backdoor element. Good to know. Oh. Okay. These are temporary speed boosters. Very interesting. I'm alright. Playing some Megaman. Okay. Ah, I see. We don't have magnet beam. Of course. Okay. Can I freeze the lava? I'll have to test that out. Okay. I actually was able to get the bolt this time. Possibly. Okay. Theory time. It does not work. Okay. I'll take the hit. Aha! That did not work. I probably need to ride the ice pillar. Well, now we know. Because I'm kinda interested to see what's there. It's probably just credits. But whatever. Careful. I really have to wonder how the temporary speed boosters were implemented, though. That's pretty good. Okay. I didn't expect too many people to make their way in here, but I'm happy to see you could at least. Thanks for taking the time to play the level. I hope it will be enjoyable. And while I'm thanking people, I also want to give a big thanks to my friend Laguna, who did pretty much all of the coding for the custom assets in the stage, as well as Bulby for composing the music that kind of inspired the idea for this day's level in the first place, that track being the one you're listening to right now. Silver Laguna. So much cooler than that dorg on the left. Jeez. Also, hi, Zaichin. Edgies. I like this temporary speed boost gimmick, though. You can't just rely on having more speed the whole time, it's just temporary the whole time. Oh jeez. Think fast, the room. Okay, we've got 2 paths. Compass does not tell me anything, so hopefully there's no token. Okay, and this increases the jump height. Without necessarily affecting gravity, it really just adjusts the jump height. Okay, I do see a token over there. Okay, now we have the 2 gimmicks together. Must get gacha capsule. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. I gotta go back to the checkpoint. Honestly, I gotta say, the checkpoint placement is not that bad. It's just me trying to experiment that's making me take way longer on this stage so far. We might have to experiment. Okay, so this does not help. This is number 2.
Hi. Hello.
Hello. Oh goody, Noises the boss is here.
Oh my god, that fucking plush.
Yep, got that off screen.
What? What?
That works. Well, I would like to recuperate that. Okay. I think I will. I know the checkpoint is right there, but I want to see what the other pad has to offer.
Okay.
In case there's another token. Oh. Oh no. The mistakes that were made.
Motor, dude. Oh,
And
there's a token. Oh shit. Oh. Oh.
Seriously? Why in the world would you think to do that? All that empty space in front of you to get away from the lasers. And instead you slide directly into the hole where the lasers of death are coming from. Just why? Whatever, just take this item, I guess.
Just
and
why?
there was another token, so it's a good thing I did that in the end.
Good call. There you go.
Well, I've already used weapons, so might as well.
Not a Buster only run anymore.
Okay, what are you warning me about? Ah.
Oh, this fucking thing.
Okay, it's at the very end.
Run.
Ugh.
That
That
tricky.
jump was kind of a thing. Hi, Eddie.
Oh. Beep beep.
Okay.
You jump and dig it.
I don't trust him. I wonder why
No.
that would be.
After all that.
I really like the gimmicks on this stage, though. The temporary jump boost and the temporary dash boost. It's very neat. Oh, and this is a doubler. We have both here. There we go. Personal space, bro. Okay, we're gonna have more force beam, which I guess this is a good reintroduction if you did not take the other path. Yeah, okay, these are damage spikes.
Okay. Damage boost. Two.
Power Master.
Big guy. Yep.
Okay, who are you? I forget what the name of the stage is. Boostman, I think? Well, he is here.
Nice.
Poo-poo now!
Boostman had a burp assist. Boostman had a bird assist.
I think I might have to go put them to sleep before the judge commentary time.
Yeah, you go do that.
Oh wait, the regular Buster? Okay, now. It's just that there is actually different calculation on damage for partially charged Buster shots.
I see.
Okay,
Oh,
the bullets don't disappear when he dies though. That's a bit unfortunate.
Meet the team.
Alright, I got a gacha. And it's a duplicate.
Soundbot. Another one.
And it's
Another
a
one.
duplicate. We're gonna get a lot of duplicates because I'm like at 300 something out of 555. Okay. Unfortunately, I already have to be right back, so don't go too far. I guess we'll do the judge commentary afterwards.
Proceed to go far.
Alright. I might go into a little bit more detail about my thoughts on this stage afterwards, but let's start with let's see. Well, most of the judge had quite a bit of fun with this stage. Lowest score for fun is 15, which I feel like that's very low, but that's my personal opinion. Let's see what the judge actually thought. Mick. Please opine.
Okay, that boost pack gimmick is some of the most fun I've had in this judging period. The base concept is simple and elegant. The way it's used to defy pixel-perfect jumps and sail over enemies, I just love it. The level puts its core to great use, and the twist into bounce pads is a small organic shift that adds a wonderful new dimension to the level, best exemplified by the two spike corridors that start as all speed, and then become all bounce, barely changing anything else between the two. Then it all culminates in a big showdown with a bunch of lasers marrying two speed-based gimmicks for an adrenaline-pumping climax. If I have one issue to raise, it's that taking the bottom path leaves the bounce pads feeling somewhat underused in exchange for even more lasers when the final bit of with the lasers is probably enough. The enemy set may not dazzle, but it is no less solid. Fireboy and Fire Totem are exceptionally fun to dodge on the pads, and the tallest boys give me the chuckle. Gary will be messages with the gimmick, and the Heliopon breathes some life into the otherwise unremarkable rooms. There are a few duds, namely Turbo Rotor and Jump Roller. Both of them feel underexposed, especially since there's lava for Jump Roller to play with. Moliere is also a little bit off in execution. It isn't underused, but the Moliere sandwich is where the enemy peaks. Almost every encounter afterwards isn't as interesting. That being said, the level's main flaw is aesthetic design. I don't mind a lava cave level of fire stage. It's a speed themed rather well. But red lava does not work with reddish orange rocks. It's a good thing it's animated because if it wasn't, the poor contrast would make it hard to tell what's safe and what's death. More importantly, there's at least one type of color blindness that blinds the difference between boosts and bounces, which makes the level far harder to play. Color coding anything is a risky business in game design. If you don't have an extra telegraphs, it's a dice roll as to whether or not they'll understand it. Beyond that, splitting the tokens between paths forces a retry or a needless replay to get 100%, which some might find annoying. Of course, if those are the worst mistakes the level makes, it's really not that bad off. Even professionals can struggle with accessibility details like that color issue. Outside of that, the only other off points are that the boosts behave weirdly combined with ladders, and that boost man himself feels really unfinished compared to his level. Otherwise, this was quite fun, and I hope to see more from you in the future.
Shinryu. There's definitely a fun premise in this stage, and I think it was executed to good effect, though not without a few flaws here and there. The main highlights here are the speed and jump boosters. I'm all for gimmicks that seem simple but have a lot of utility to them, and these fit right at home with that. There's a lot of fun, room, and energy synergies to be had with them. And I especially like the section that used them in tandem with force beams. That said, I do kinda wish they were combined with more gimmicks beyond that, since they seem like they could work off other Azers relatively well. What's there is fun, though I did notice the speed booster effect that's a little wonky if you jump onto a ladder with it, but with the speed carrying over after detaching, but that is an extremely minor thing you can't even really abuse. I think the only part of the stage design that I actively find questionable is the split path. Both the rooms have well-designed room layouts, but the paths have well-designed room layouts, but the main thing I have issue with is the presence of a token on each path. This means you'd have to take an intentional death or retry if you want to get everything here in one run. I understand this was probably meant to introduce a bit of replay value, but I've just never really been a fan of this sort of approach. Lastly, there's Boostman himself, and while I'm glad he at least shows up, his fight ends up feeling very underwhelming. He only seems to have 2 attacks, a Skullman's tracking shot, and an occasional jump shot, with the only mildly threatening thing about him being his high contact damage. He definitely had the potential to be a fun fight if he had more involved attacks that fit the theme of the stage, or if his boss room even had speed and or jump booster that both he and the player could use. I feel that was a big missed opportunity here. That aside, I think he could also stand to be a bit less buggy. I've seen him jump out of the room a few times! Not to mention his energy element flat out didn't spawn one time after I beat him. Oh Jesus Christ. Overall though, while the boss is a bit of a letdown and I'm not a fan of the tokens on the split paths, this is still a relatively fun stage with decent execution behind it. If those aforementioned aspects were polished up, I could easily see this being a top tier Robot Master stage. To be fair, it is in tier 13, so it's up there. Pachi, up, and away!
Now this is a pretty fun one. I'm all for movement enhancing gimmicks, and this stage certainly creates some good challenges out of them. The boost pad gimmicks are definitely pretty neat. They somewhat remind me of the gel types in Portal 2. The stage makes use of the pads fairly well, placing them in varied platforming situations, providing some nice utilities when combined with enemies. 2 of the tokens almost look impossible to grab without using Rush, with the way the pads are set up. Either it's very strict with how you jump, or I just didn't have enough patience to try them, because you're almost guaranteed to fall into the next screen if you fail the jumps, with no way to quickly return back up. Bosses, his design is fairly generic, and so is how he fights. He chooses one of 4 moves randomly. Fires 1 shot at you, fires 3 shots at you, jumps towards you and fires a shot, or run towards you at incredibly high speed. Hig speed.
Yeah, good typo there, oops.
Rinse and repeat. High rinse and repeat. None of them has any clear tells, and certain combos can result in unavoidable damage, making it not a very fun, non-fair nor fair fight. On my initial playthrough, he somehow managed to clip himself out of the arena and got killed off screen, trapping the energy element outside. Upon investigation, it seems that when Boostman turns around, his asymmetric hitbox can get inside of the wall, and the game pushes him off to the other side of the wall.
Oops, that looks like a big oversight. Did not notice that, thankfully. Flashman. This level is... Okay, go for it.
Oh, sorry. No, you go.
Go for it.
No, you go. You say you started.
Okay, fine. Well, just like the level, it's fine. Length and checkpoints are fine. Difficulty and challenge progression are fine. The music has a few funky instrument choices, but it's fine. Lava pool backgrounds makes the floor look higher than it is. Laser lines are helpful, but obtrusive. And the line work and architecture are a bit blocky, but the animations are nice and the level overall looks fine. The boss fight and boost pads have a few programming kink, but they're fine. Fine. I don't want fine. I want thrilling, surprising, inspired. This level has a lot of cool ideas and good design elements, but I find myself fixated on the parts that could be done better. The purposeful learning curve is disrupted by a flat split that leaves the player only half prepared to deal with the final stretch. Some screen transition allow unnecessary backtracking or drop the player into a mollier encounter with almost no time to react. Most tokens are sitting out in the open, yet there are really clever secret rooms to hide them in, and a trick with jump boost plus tornado blow that could have been used. I didn't try that, but yeah, that's a good point. God, I can't imagine the jump height you would get with that. I don't understand how boosting pertains to the Earth plus Fire team. Some sort of narrative explanation or aesthetic connection would go a long way. Boost pads need more than color to tell them apart, and it's a letdown that they're silent. activation sound effect would enhance the atmosphere. Boostman himself needs boost pad in his chamber, or perhaps some attacks or animation that looks and feel properly boosty, distinguishing him from any other boss who runs, jumps, and shoots. All I like most is how simple yet versatile the boss pads are. The mini-bosses are a particular highlight. I also like that the architecture is attentive to where lava rivers and ceiling holes come from. That's the kind of stuff I want to see more of. And a spark. Fun little stage. And the two pads are a rare example where both pads feel equally well baked and justified in their existence. And I always appreciate the restraint of not forcing another exit on the player. Nope, they can just pop into the alternate route, get the token, beat the mid-boss and exit. Good! One pad has reasonable force beam, the other gets more mileage out of the green jump pads. I didn't particularly feel the latter portion of the stage introduced its asset out of nowhere, and both previous pads felt natural. The boost and jump pads are a novel idea. It's so simple. You wonder just why Capcom hasn't made use of them yet, and despite being so simple, it's well thought too. Mostly, but the one thing that sells them is keeping the player's momentum. I haven't seen this much at all in Classic. We're using the former Fortress boss Power Piston as a mid-boss, and this has enough changes, namely the lack of hit invulnerability, makes him feel like he fits, and the jump pads help make it not feel like a filler refight. I don't think I can quite say the same for Stonehead. The boost pads don't really alter the fight in any real other than maybe reduce the difficulty. Oh well. I have to question the checkpoint placements after the mid-bosses. It's rather far after them, and the rooms leading to it are pretty dangerous. The player is probably at low health at this point, so a tad punishing. Graphically, this stage makes good use of its dev kit assets to assemble a new level. Caverns are a bit trite at this point, just a bit more personality would have helped, but I appreciate the little animation it was given. And it isn't just another quick man looking level rehash. Level song is catchy though, I'll give it that, suits it. I do feel like Boostman could have done with more work. Nothing other than his walk speed suggests he's, well, Boostman. His projectile is generic and he's lacking any real personality. He's not a bad boss by any stretch, but he's a rather underwhelming. Overall, I like this stage a fair bit. Feels like a solid Megaman 4 era level, good job. This level, well, yeah, I did enjoy the gimmicks. I mean, I didn't even mind the fact that I died a bunch of times because I was just trying to find the secrets.
Yeah.
No, I did have a fun time with this one. I wouldn't say it was one of my favorites, but it's up there. Hi there. Hemp, man. Don't mind me, just taking a break in between screenings. I'm the stereo system with these theaters. You know when they say a theater has surround sound? Yeah, what they actually mean by that is that I literally walk up to the patrons and blast them with audio. Fun job.
Wow.
Okay, and Spectrum Science by Spin Attack. Score 72.20. 78, 74, 56, 64, 89. A-Spark Bronze favorite.
Wow.
Lowest
Okay.
score by Pachi, though. Huh. Oh boy, okay, this is gonna be a thing. 2 elements, 5 tokens.
Oh, this will be a long one.
And it's taking a bit to load as well.
Yeah, this has got a
Hello,
lot here.
visitors. Welcome to the research facility of Spectrum Science, a world leader in laser and light refraction technology. Our facility is perfectly safe, and all research goes toward bettering the life of you and your neighbor. Please look around, and after witnessing our technology in action, consider joining our proud family of investors. Spectrum Science. Every laser helps.
Oh my god, this song.
Okay, so what's up with that? Okay.
This fucking song, I've heard of it before.
Wily Mac. Day 23 of observation. I've seen enough of this prism woman to understand how she ticks. Given a little persuasion, I'm sure then she'd be my way in. She's far too strong to be a mere lab rat. They're hiding something in there. I just know it. And anything they want hidden is something the brilliant Dr. Wily must have. When she's on my side, completely locked the facility down and decorated it a little. Needs more W's. I'll give the lab a personal look over. And if Megaman or any other would-be hero tries to step in, she'll send them to the scrap heap faster than light. Oh, I'm Carrot, man. Okay, so we might have more... Oh, I see. We've got reflecting... We've got reflecting shield attackers. Oh, geez. Okay. What am I expected to do here? I don't know if this is instant kill, and at this point I'd rather not find out. Oh, laser trident. Okay.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute. When are you supposed to drop it at a specific spot? Huh?
Maybe I'm not supposed to kill them. Let's see. Okay. Okay, this is not instant.
So we'll damage boost to it.
That's a bit unfortunate, but I'm not sure what else to do here. I seriously don't recognize this music.
This
At
is
the same time, I sort of do.
This is called artificial intelligence bomb.
Son of
Wow.
a bitch.
I clicked on it. Oh, not this shit. Nope, you get no Wily, son.
Important notice to all employees. Lately, Prison Woman has expressed a desire to visit the beach outside the facility. Please remember that due to the construction of her prism armor, she is prone to unintentionally refracting sunlight into dangerous high-powered laser. As such, she is not to leave the facility under any circumstance. Thank you and have a nice day. No W's.
No W's allowed. Oh shit.
Oh goodness.
Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, you have to push it. Oh, but you have to dodge that shit. Oh. Oh, 1 HP in a dream!
God
Nope.
damn it.
Nope. Unfortunately, shit.
Yeah, at least the checkpoint was just there, so...
Yeah, you gotta be so precise. Oh. 2 doors.
Warning, this entrance leads to a highly restricted area. Due to the dangerous research conducted beyond this point, only personnel with proper clearance and robots with authorized energy signature, such as Prism Woman, will be admitted. Okay, so this is probably the second element split.
Alright, yeah. You need
We'll
to
do
get
the other path first.
Gotta be Prism Woman first. That would have been nice if they both took each other out. Okay.
Alright, this boss.
Oh, the fucking thing is. Oh no. Nice. Oh, the heart's up there.
Excuse me?
Use your magnet. Or you can do that. Oh wait, no, the magnet beam does nothing. Gonna slide. Take the hit. Yep, there you go.
My diary, day 14. After a long day of research, I saw something on TV. It was something it was of a girl walking somewhere with sand and water next to a sunset. It was beautiful. I'd love to go there. She seemed happy being there. I don't think I've really felt happy being in here, all steel walls and darkness, unless I'm in an experiment. I heard some researcher talk about a place just outside here that sounds like that place. I hope I can go there someday. Yes, I really hope I can stop experimenting on Crystal 800 soon. That thing keeps eating the creeps like it's alive and thinking about me or something. Day 15. I asked them if I could go to the area outside the facility. They said I can't, ever. I'm apparently too dangerous to let out. But they must be right. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'm crushed. It's not fair. Everyone else looks happy. Why can't I be happy? Yeah, this terminal, there appear to be rust over the keyboard.
Oh. Rusty.
Day 23. I missed the most wonderful man last night.
We gave a name to Crystal 600.
Oh my god.
Renamed it. Opie.
Jeez. I met the most wonderful man last night. He said he could let me visit the beach anytime I wanted if I did him a small favor first. I didn't feel comfortable with what he asked me to do at first, but he gave me an adorable little microchip. He said that if I put it in me, I won't feel so bad about doing it. So I did. Truthfully, I don't think I've seen him around here, but he has a lab coat, so he must work here. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Besides, it did feel nice chasing all those mean spoil sport out of the building. I'm off to guard this place until he comes back. I don't know why he wants me to destroy anyone else that comes in here. particularly anyone in blue, but he must have his reasons. Besides, I'm too giddy to wait till I can get out of here and feel what sunsize feels like.
Ugh. Disgusting.
Damn it, Dr. Wowie. Okay, whatever.
Oh shit.
God damn it.
Damn it.
I was trying to get out of the way.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh.
Son of a bitch. Fish and chips. Okay, fine. It's another case where I can kinda see why Pachi would not be a fan of this.
Oh, long corridor. Oh, that's insane. Whoa. Woo.
Fish and chips.
Shit. We gotta go back here. No.
Let's just go.
Well said. Oh.
I love when the jump does not register. A favorite activity, didn't you know?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Hmm.
Oh shit. Oh, gotcha. Oh no, another one.
God.
God damn
Skill. MDK.
it. Oh shit.
Now that does a shit ton of damage.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, what's that?
Oh, come on.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's... Oh, well.
I don't know about this one. It's definitely learnable, but...
Gotta be quick on your toes. Oh.
Ugh. These attacks do too much damage. Oh my god.
There you go. Nice.
That was a bit painful, I'm not gonna lie.
Now to do it.
19 minutes and there's another path.
Yeah, you gotta do another.
Up, dupe.
Now you got her. Now you got her car key. Now you gotta.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad those Joes have less HP than the normal Joes, but still. Still kind of a pain in the tail. That's in the pain in the butt. Yeah. Tells me my reflexes are not all there tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I wonder.
Okay, made it back here relatively painlessly. Please. Okay, and there's the split. We're going to the restricted area this time. Down, Crystal 800 Research Lab. This
Music.
jingle sounds familiar. And I don't remember from what game. Let's go. Okay, we've got gimmicks from Megaman 5 Game Boy again. Ah, jeez.
Oh.
The thing that's unfortunate is the fact that unlike Megaman 2, I don't have anything to slow down time.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, got crushed. Oh.
Fucking
Holy
beautiful. I feel like a lot of this is probably my fault, but I don't know, man. There's just something about this. Ah.
Oh, more of this shit. What the fuck? Holy shit. Alright, okay.
Ugh. Uncomfortable.
Another.
Project 8 Black O Refracto, Log 3, Crystal 800. Discovered in the Arctic wasteland 3 weeks ago by the Siberian branch, has arrived without incident. It has displayed unusual properties. It resembles a handcrafted statue of an unknown being. Its molecular structure doesn't match any known terrestrial elements, and it refracts light despite being pitch black. Further research on how we can adapt these properties into our technology, particularly for military purposes, will commence. Project 8 Black O Refracto, Log 60. The Robot Master reverse engineered from Crystal 800, now named Prism Woman, is nearing completion. Her armor and weapon have proven to be just as effective at refracting lights into high-powered lasers as Crystal 800. R&D 3's Ultra Prism prototype have proven similarly effective in testing. Weapons Research Management has discussed the potential use of both in warfare, but Prism Woman's developer has vehemently argued against both it and the continued studies of Crystal 800. Nonetheless, both the mass production of the photonic tank and the development of another combat robot based on Crystal 800 have been authorized. This can only mean good thing. Oh boy, more of this. Proj O Refract 994 Prism Woman has knit rogue and fire 2000 trillion watt laser into Crystal 800. It absorbs its life wake up and violently devastate city. Its refracted laser art. I am more powerful than any known to exist. If it escapes humanity instinct with 2 days, can anything stop this monster we unwillingly discovered? This can only lead to good things! Who'd have thunk fucking with nature is not a good idea? Who'd have guessed? It's kind of a devil boss, but at the same time... And we're not done yet. Oh hey, this is the final token. Project 8 Black Hole Reflector, Log 87. While experimenting on Crystal 800 today, following the successful test run of the Prism Devil, Prism Woman collapsed in a way emulating a human falling unconscious. When she came to, she said she had several sharp pain in her diode. R&D is baffled by this unprogrammed quirk, not helped by her inability to remember what precisely caused the incident. The only thing she could remember for no clear reason was the word Necrozma. That's a Pokemon. I'm afraid. Place looks so nice from the outside. What's going on down here? Oh god, it literally is Necrozma. What?
Oh shit.
It literally is Necrozma.
Oh my god.
What is that thing? You mean Prism Woman, those things, that devil, this is what all those were based on?
What the fuck?
Light, let me out, let me out! I don't think that's such a smart idea. Oh god, we even have a freaking 8-bit version of the freaking theme for Necrozma.
That's crazy.
Was that the sound from Tri-Attack? Please tell me that was the sound from Tri-Attack. Wait, was I supposed to dodge that one? Oh, there's Hyper Beam. This is my test run. Oh jeez. 1 HP in a dream.
Oh shit.
Unless we're not done yet.
Oh, holy shit!
Are we
You
done
did it,
yet?
man. No, you got it.
Okay, that fight was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
That fight kind of redeemed this. Necrozma was one of the bigger things in Gen 7. It had a bigger role in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but it was available to catch in Sun and Moon itself.
We're gonna have to rewatch and see and hear if there was a Tri-Attack. I did not hear it, sadly. We did get Hyper Beam though.
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually surprised I beat down my first try.
Man, look at that. This is my try run. Beat it one try.
Okay. I'm very curious to see what Pachi thought of this, but let's start with Mick.
Oh, this place definitely likes its flashy rainbow lasers. Still, this was pretty entertaining, and it makes good use of its pieces. The gimmick set was a highlight. The ring platforms are not only well used, but they feel infinitely more appropriate here than they did in Ringman's stage. The various laser prisms are just plain fun to work with, although they can be a bit inconsistent. And the force beams are distinct and fun. I wouldn't have guessed Foley would work well with the force beams, but here we are.
Honestly, I was fully expecting suddenly second phase in Ultra Necrozma, but thankfully that did not happen.
Speaking of Foley, the dev kit enemies are generally solid, particularly with Dakshon getting to do something, or Fuku Horn using all of its behaviors. I did find the Prism enemies a little dull by themselves. Prism Joe was generally a boring concept, though I appreciated him being less bulky. But Prism Attacker was disappointing, as it really didn't get to do enough with its counterattack. Still, they work well with the Prism gimmicks, and the Bunbees were adorably silly, so I can't complain too much. Overall, this was a treat to play. The first element really feels like a Robot Master stage. The gimmicks were used smoothly. The difficulty curve flowed solidly. It all felt authentic. The first moving prism was a little annoying compared to its cohorts, but that's not a huge deal. The second element had a poor start, since you have to replay the first half of the level to access it. However, the thematic shift and the force beam challenges made up for it, creating a natural extension to the stage that led to a solid ending. The diamond token could be a chore due to its finicky prisms, but that was the only real issue in the section itself. Finally, we have the boss fights. For the main route, Prism Woman is both entertaining and challenging, and I appreciated both her combat form and her characterization. Props for her character not getting in the way either. On the other route, Prism Devil was an awesome devil boss, managing to be way less tedious than the norm. And considering he was a fake out rather than the actual boss, I appreciated that he still gave me something worthwhile in the 5th token. Didn't feel like the fake out cheated me out of an ending. As for the final boss, my eyes went wide when I heard that Hyper Beam sound. I haven't followed Pokemon much after X and Y, nearly put me to sleep, but I knew full well what was coming. Even before I read the file with its name. Necrozma. If I said that right.
Yeah, Necrozma, but yeah.
Necrozma made an excellent climax. It was fair, challenging, and altogether very imposing. I'm also extremely glad that we didn't see Ultra Necrozma, because between that thing's OP-ness and the level's length, it would have had no place here. 3 bosses and 2 elements is plenty, and Necrozma ended things on a gameplay high note. Overall, this was pretty neat. I mean, pretty great. I'm not going to say it was my absolute favorite, but I don't have a lot of complaints either. This is easily the best of all the multi-element levels in the contest, so it definitely did something right.
Yeah, I agree with Mick. I'm glad that the creator of the level showed some restraint and did not put Ultra Necrozma. That would have been too much. Just Necrozma there, that was fine. That was a fun fight. Shinryu. Of all the songs I was expecting to hear across this contest, Artificial Intelligence Bomb wasn't one of them. At least not in the context of a level that plays itself completely straight. So on that note, you already get kudos for taking a song I've only ever heard used in conjunction with memes, and now making me associated with this stage right here. As far as the level itself goes, it's a pretty involved laser-themed one, with a lot going for it. Chief among these is the Prism gimmick, as it's designed to work off several things at once, such as other gimmicks and even your own shots. Having it act as both an obstacle and an helpful tool to bust down certain walls give it a lot of utility as the level's main gimmick. Although I did notice a bug as some prism will keep firing lasers for the duration that they're being pushed by the force beam, and if this is supposed to be an intentional feature, it's an inconsistent one. That aside, I don't really have an issue with how they function. With that in mind, this stage takes really good advantage of all the ways the prisms work. While some segments do feel like they tread similar ground after a while, there's still enough variation here to keep things both fresh and engaging. Both the Rainbow platforms and the Megaman 9 lasers see what it's arguably their best usage here than any other stage across this contest, especially when the prism gimmick gets involved. Enemies are a bit of a mixed bag though. Prism Joes and the new shield attacker variants aren't exactly all that interesting in the grand scheme of things, especially since the latter's counterattack doesn't really come into play often. The cone still manages to be pretty threatening, and he can trigger the prism, though I would have liked to have seen more than one instance of this. At the Bunby catcher, okay, I got a decent laugh when I saw them carrying the Wily logo around. Safe to say they're not meant to be a serious enemy, which is fine. There's one last aspect of this stage that, admittedly, I found rather odd. The optional bosses are far easier than the main one. I can somewhat understand this from the perspective of that you're fighting one boss after the other, and that it could end up being a slug if both were incredibly difficult fights. Even so, both the Prism Devil and Necrozma are a little too simplistic with their attacks, to the point where I didn't get much enjoyment out of either of their fights. I disagree, Necrozma was awesome. By comparison, Prism Woman is far more interesting thanks to having more involved attack patterns, along with a new phase transition that adds new one on top of that. She definitely ends the stage on a high note, making for an overall pretty enjoyable level. Pachi, SS Naughty Ship Lab Ship.
The stage had a neat central theme, being about prism and lasers. The theming is very creatively implemented into the existing enemies. Though I have a few moments where I still don't quite understand how the prism blocks work, particularly when it decides that it will fire a charged laser. I think it has to do with whether or not that Mega Man 9 laser is connected to it. Not quite intuitive, and that can be a problem for your main gimmick. Could use a more distinctive appearance for the face where the laser fires. The widely signed anglers, they are funny creatures. Don't know why, but it's just a funny concept to me where the whole purpose of a robot is used for poorly vandalizing logos. Prism Woman is a fine fight. Not too complex a pool of attacks, just a bit unforgiving with the damage value. I like it overall, and she serves as an excellent bookend for the main stage.
That is one thing with Prism Woman, yeah, lots and lots of damage. Anyways.
Then it comes the second element. I'd have liked this entry more if the first part existed. If only the first part existed. It's colorful with energetic music to boot. All of that got thrown out of the window and turned an absolute 180 in the atmosphere. The time-slowing enemy and quick laser together is a really nasty combo, together with the prism blocks serving as on-the-fly think-fast puzzle solving. It's too much. Even if it's only lasting a few rooms, it was truly a miserable experience. The devil-like boss is alright, goofy design contradicting the area aside. Fights well enough as a mini-boss, as it's more supposed to be a fake-out than the real boss of the area. Which is none other than, Necrozma? Weird crossover moment. 1.5 health bar, but still hits you like a truck. Given that most of his attacks are dependent on your position at the time, it's somewhat manipulable. I can't say these words, sorry.
Manipulatable.
Yeah, thanks. But I was feeling pretty sour after going through the quick laser segments. The entry as a whole just left a bad taste in my mouth.
Honestly, yeah, the quick laser part I was not a fan of. I wouldn't say it destroyed my opinion of this stage, but it's not helping, that's for sure, but it exists and it leads to a pretty interesting boss. Flashman.
I appreciate a level with mood-setting music, professional-looking custom graphics, and a well-told story. I like to see novel gimmicks used in creative ways, especially when there are unique interactions with special weapons. I enjoy the sight gag, ominous background, details, eye-catching set pieces, and other little things that add character. I respect when Robot Master designs are diverse and inclusive. There are so many reasons why I should love this level, but one element lets it down for me, and it's the one I care about most: gameplay. While most of the early challenges are introduced well, minus the out-of-nowhere shield attackers, late-level laser puzzles can be baffling at first because there's so much going on architecturally, graphically, and gimmickally. Despite the explanatory sign, it's unclear what actually unlocks the gate to the alternate path, or it's unlocked at all, if it's unlocked at all.
So I guess even if I wanted to, I needed to defeat Prism Woman to even go on the second path. Okay.
Individual challenges are purposeful and often pretty decent, but they frequently feel out of order. Even though checkpoints are at regular intervals, they are never where I need them. By the end of the level, I don't feel like I've mastered any of the gimmicks. Until closely reviewing my recordings of this level, I was convinced the prisms were wildly inconsistent in their behavior. I could spend a whole paragraph elaborating on this, but most of it comes down to how things are and aren't communicated with the graphics and sound, with the rest are attributable to programming complications. One thing I will say is that the movable prisms probably should have taken more programming cues from the Megaman 9 Spike Pusher fight. Your favorite fight, by the way. The bosses are solid enough. Prism Woman is challenging. Necrozma is easier than expected, but memorable. Prism Devil feels authentically Capcom. Skipping the dialogue on a retry is thoughtful. With some reorganizing and tidying, this could be awesome.
And a Spark. Yeah, considering it's one of his three most favorites, let's see what he has to say. I like this level. You wanted to make a laser team level, by golly, this is a laser team level. Firstly, fantastic teaching here. First encounters with gimmicks and enemies are minimalistic, and thus the player quickly picks up what is needed to know. I'm also a big fan of just how useful and interactive the weapons are with gimmicks. It allows for some useful skips by alternative methods of bypassing challenges, and that is very welcome on return visits or after a few deaths. In a contest where many have arbitrarily limited the player's option by disabling weapons, out of some fear that the player may, shock and horror, use their arsenal to bypass challenges like any other Mega Man game, embracing it goes a long way to making a level replayable and rewarding. Unlike the first stage of Steer 3, I like to reiterate that. For the most part, this all just works. It's got a nice take on shield attacker, on the Prism Joe being more a stage obstacle than a time-consuming enemy, single-handedly makes me regard them kindly. By the end, combination are interesting, and the primary path does not outlive its welcome. It's also very pretty to look at. This is a good-looking level, with enough flair and just enough rotating color palettes to be interesting. The reused official tiles mesh well with the new stuff. If I had to nitpick something graphically, and this is a nitpick, I am not a fan of scaling objects. This results in the primary lasers used throughout looking very out of place. Also, of the three bosses, only Prism Woman looks like she fits. The other two look fairly amateurish and ill-fitting in a level that otherwise looks very professional. Some issues I take with the stage. The alternative path is decidedly weaker than the primary one. Nothing feels fresh here. It just exists to pad out with 2 new bosses, but it at least doesn't detract from the level, a rarity in multi-element stage. On the main path, the ultimate long dark room with the pit. It's probably the worst design area on the level. It often feels like things are just placed in the right location to screw over the player. Being a dark background means the primary black crystal wall and shield attackers blend in, resulting in a few gotcha moments as the player easily bonks into a solid object or gets knocked into the pit. It burns by an enemy, just as the floor wipes itself underneath. Some more leeway with where the player can safely... What's this sentence? Some more leeway with where the player can safely would have gone a big way here. I feel like there's a word missing in there. Let's finally talk bosses. The devil is really good. Fun patterns and frequently open to damage. I wonder if it could have just replaced the somewhat dull Thai Horn, Megaman 5 Game Boy mid-boss, on the main path. Frankly, I don't think it added anything to the stage. The dull as bricks boss from the 5th Game Boy game is just obnoxious to fight Buster only, and not even a threat if you use weapons. Prism Woman is close to being fantastic. I do feel her sound effects and visual tell are very distinct from wherein they activate. This alone made her hard to battle. It's a shame too, because she feels so close to being great. And then there's the, I'm going to go on a limb and say Pokemon boss. I've had it since confirmed it is a Pokemon, Necrozma. I'm not all that familiar with the games. It's probably the easiest of the 3 main boss, also the most fun. I had a blast fighting it, excellent graphical and audio tells all around. Some really cool attacks, and I felt the urge to try and best this thing, Buster only no damage, a highlight of the level, even if I don't know what it's doing there. Overall, well done, this is probably one of my favorite stages, and it turns out that it is. My main issue, honestly, with the stage is that, again, there was a few instances of too much instant death. I know that's a big complaint I keep bringing back on, but it's like, it's so frequent. If you're going to make instant death so frequent, you might want to increase the frequency of the checkpoints, especially considering, again, this is a contest with almost 200 entries. But otherwise, my other complaint is Prism Woman hurts too much. Like, she just does. And her attacks come very quickly. It was possible to Buster only. I did it, obviously, without having to heal, but I did die. And honestly, I think despite somewhat what of the judges said, I think I enjoyed the Necrozma path more. Probably because I knew what I was expecting and past the Force Beam, it was fine. I mean, nothing much else to say, I think. Fred. Me and me chums rented out a theater today. We watched some classic black and white movies from our childhood. After that, we tried to settle the age-old debate. If the characters had a fistfight, which one would win? Popeye with Spinach is a formidable opponent, and Charlie Chaplin has the power of the Toon Force on his side. If you ask me, Laurel and Naughty's special teamwork combo can't be beat. Hi there. Okay, Stalks, Shoots, and Leaves by Pineappler. Score 72.40. 68, 58, 78, 77, 81. Well, once again, the outlier is Shinryu, but yeah, whatever. And surprisingly, the highest score is not by the pineapple. 1 element, 3 tokens. Let's do it. Ooh. Oh! The leaves effect when these freaking things come out. Interesting. Okay, brand new enemy there. Or if it's not brand new, I've never seen it before. I see, I see. It's one of those Japanese,
Yeah, the water, yeah.
water thing. Where does the water come from? Oh, these also fall like the Uranus platform.
Oh, BRB.
Funny. Okay. I don't know if these count as spikes. But yeah, that is a very neat way of showing where the trap is. Mo 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 mo. We've got a token out there. I was probably meant to do it from the ladder, but I kind of cheesed it. Now that does all my health. God damn it. Probably my fault. There's a lot of neat effects though in this stage, not gonna lie. There is a ceiling to this. Oh boy. And we've got a lot of moving parts because, yeah, it's making the game lag. Oh boy. And we've got the other token. Lots and lots of moving parts. Oh, we just have to fall now. Okay, so far looks like this was... Aha. A very angry Yamato man. It's a good thing Yamato Man in general is not that hard. This did make the stage a little harder. I don't know if these were pits. I did not notice that at all. Nice little stage here. Fortunately, I don't believe Opie is back, so guess I'm suffering alone on this. Mick. If there's one thing this place has, it's a whole lot of bamboo. This bamboo jungle starts off nicely. The spinning stalks are a simple but highly effective gimmick. They combine with the Sozu cannon. The tiny bamboo works well as HP boost for a combat scenario, and the growing plant spikes are an effective deterrent with an awesome intro. The explosive moles are a bit weird, and the yellow rabbits are perfectly underutilized, but the level otherwise really solid, at least at first. Fortunately, while the first half of the level is great, the second half almost completely drops off the radar. It's not the bushes, those are a neat idea though. I wish there was a way to tell the difference between the regular ones and the ones that spawn enemies prior to them firing. Rather, the main path is basically an afterthought. It just pulls all of the cool introductions in the first half with some neat platforming, and then it's just a whole lot of basic combat, which feels uninspired. The one time it steps away from that, the double bush bamboo room has some very annoying timing. As a result, the main path is kind of a dud. Thankfully, the token challenges do what the main level doesn't. Putting aside the fancy ice wall puzzle, the climb to the second token feels like an actual climax. It puts the bamboo to more direct use with the climbing section. It uses the falling leaves as a challenging but fair obstacle, and uses the plant spikes as a fair punishment you can recover from. much more interesting than the original pet, and it makes that final combat more palpable as a win down if you chose to take the brown road pet. The final token is in a similar boat, more interesting than the main path. The sheer amount of spinner span can be irritating and more or less guarantee a hit. Either way, these sticks out a lot more than the main path, which means, oh god, which leaves me genuinely thinking one or more of the path should have been caught. As for the boss, Bamboo Yamato Man is an excellent evolution of the actual Yamato Man. He has an excellent attack variety and pulls off being a fair and fun challenge. I also kinda like how you can't just prepare a charge shot for an easy first blood, since you have to blow up his relaxation Sozu first. All in all, he ends things on a high note. Shinryu. I have to admit, I initially left the stage with very mixed feelings on it. It's certainly an interesting level, one with a lot of fun concepts going for it. The execution, however, leaves a lot to be desired. The beginning of the stage has some solid structures to it. Everything gets a proper introduction, with the room layouts afterwards offering some interesting setups that plays to the strength, gimmicks and enemy strength without feeling overwhelming. For now at least, the Shishiodoshis feel like a more threatening version of the Crazy Cannon, thanks to how they're used, while the Lotus Flowers are effectively motion-activated spikes. And while perhaps not very original, there's still a ton of things you can do without the idea alone. While things do get a bit more hectic once the leaf spawners enter the picture, you can still mostly ignore that by using the water shield. That aside, ah, goodness! Oy, 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 oy. That aside, the only major nitpick I have for the main path of the level is that it feels rather short. Trying to get all of the tokens here in one go definitely extends things to what feels like a more proper stage length, but once you already have them, it feels like the main path ends a bit too early. Speaking of the tokens, that's where a majority of my issues with this stage starts to creep up. The first one's notwithstanding. I actually found the process of getting that token to be pretty enjoyable. The whole puzzle bit with using Ice Wall isn't all that difficult to figure out, but it does show some versatility with the gimmicks here, whether your weapons bouncing off and being cancelled out by specific obstacles. It's also strangely much more involved than the other two, both of which are behind rather annoying gauntlets. Second token in particular is where most of my grievance comes from. I really don't like platforming segments where getting hit once is basically guaranteed to either kill you or reset a good chunk of your progress. That's essentially what the second token room is in a nutshell, unless you're really abusing Water Shield or Magnet Beam. Or in the case of a regular player that's not a judge, the Metal Med, but yes. It's another case of the judge did not have access to that, so we don't count it. Meanwhile, the room following that, which leads to the final token, is crammed with so many enemies and hazards that it's almost not worth trying to tackle it normally, as again, getting hit is pretty much guaranteed either way. Besides all of that, we also have the end boss. I get the idea here. I don't think Green Yamato Man needed these. Oh my god. I keep yawning. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. I get the idea here. I don't think Green Yamato Man needed a smaller playing field to make things harder. Mostly due to how frequently he can spawn those bamboo barricades. He does have some interesting attack, but he can also end up killing you very quickly thanks to how much space his move covers, which kinda ruined a bit of my enjoyment. Overall, there's definitely a solid foundation here. It's just that most of the token path, and to an extent the boss, start things a bit. Bachi.
Sorry about that. I had to step away.
Oh,
shit.
shoot!
Quite impressive with all the different bamboo themed gimmicks. Especially like the bamboo shoots that grow into deadly bamboo spikes. The robot that triggered one of the spikes initially was a very clever way to demonstrate their deadliness. The ice wall puzzle is fantastically executed, giving you the ammo supply and easy to reset. Also taught me the interaction between it and the bamboo shoots. Very neat. The main problem I have with the stage is that a few rooms just feel kinda lacking. Brick paths with a bunch of shooters and falling leaf enemies wasn't all that engaging. Another problem room is with the falling leaves and jumping through the thin, sinking bamboo platforms. I don't think that's really doable without the help of special weapons. I like the little bonus drop room with the screws you have to race before they fall too deep. Bamboo Yamato Man is neat fight. His attacks are nicely telegraphed and overall give you enough pressure. Especially with the narrow arena. Also like the fact that you started with the fight by shooting down his beloved deer scare. I always adore silly interactions like that.
That's how the fight started. Flashman.
It's obvious that a good deal of thought went into this level. Look at the enemy gimmick roster. A focused assortment of bamboo-centric novelties that look nice and combine well. Feel the unmistakable sense of place established by the music and tile set. Pay attention to the deliberate manner in which new concepts are taught to the player. Notice the ice walls, token, handy weapon refill station, and nearly foolproof safeguards against the unintended ways to die in the boss chamber, and other player considerations. Thoughtful design goes a long way in making a level enjoyable, even when certain aspects could use more finesse. Graphically, I am thinking of a repetitive dirt tiles and the bamboo backgrounds that are impactful but a bit rustic. I wouldn't mind slightly earlier bush rustling to telegraph an incoming leaf attack. However, I do like how Spin Cutter is easily mistaken for a leaf. That's a nice devious surprise if players aren't paying attention. Challenge-wise, a few things cut down on the fun, and the second half is held back by an arduous vertical section full of slowdown. And
I like that
spam
I'm
corridor.
the Frenchman, I have to correct your English, by the way.
And I'm slow, man. I can't help it. And an underwhelming lead up to the boss. Yamato Man's attacks are interesting, but hard to predict and react to in time. Occasionally questionable architecture, ergo an unexpected off-screen ceiling and an outdoor arena. Fuzzy directionality at the numerous path splits and inconsistent use of wall-destroying rabbits make the layout a bit bamboozling.
Wall destroying, huh?
Almost any other shortcomings are minor enough to mention the in passing, ergo a few polish issues with the ice wall token area. More important are the various successes, such as how satisfying the ice wall puzzles are and how well the level explores the potential of its versatile hazards. Also enjoy the subtle humor from the level title to the madcap power-up bonanza at the end of Yamato Man's wrathful response to property damage.
And a spark. Such a thematic level. Everything here, enemy set, gimmick set, and the music helps sell the stage's concept. With the new gimmicks, I think the simple change that results in the bamboo platform, changing the rolling platform from Uranus bottom being solid to jump through, results in a much more compelling gimmick. I see a lot of recontextualized stock assets here, and I'm a big fan of how they often turn out. Getting all the tokens here have some reasonable challenge. The ice wall puzzle, while hard, is rather satisfying to solve. The other token room can end up a tad too chaotic for my taste, but weapon use requirements are fairly intuitive here. The tile sets and graphics are solid. The new sprite work here feels very on-model and is cohesive. If I had any real issues with the graphics, the bamboo shoots really do not look like they should be lethal, but this is a minor quibble, since this aspect is introduced via Bonacide. I think the biggest problem in this stage is that certain screens are very crowded, yet others have too many projectiles, often combined with the rather tricky platforming. It's not a deal breaker, the stage is overall very fun, but every so often, a screen or three that are on the verge of becoming frustrating. Finally, the final room in the lower pad doesn't really scream final room. The stage just sort of ends abruptly. The boss, Stockman, Bamboo Man, he's good. Only hurts a lot when he wallops you. Excellent tells make him a fun fight. Fitting end to the stage. A difficult but fun stage. Good job. I did enjoy the little cameo of Yamato Man at the end, which I'm guessing that was supposed to be a souped up Yamato Man, because it was clearly Yamato Man. But yeah, those bamboo platforms were a nice reuse of the Uranus platform, which I did remark that's what it felt like, and I was right. And there was a bit of enemy spam near the end of the stage. I understand trying to make a challenge for your token, but at the same time, I don't know. That was maybe a bit too much. I did enjoy this stage overall. Metongar Z. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry. The only reason there is a mech here is because it's a promotion. It's for the brand new hit flick Great Metongar vs Meta Robo, which, if you can believe it, I am starring in. Fights, drama, explosions, gruesome, gratuitous, and gory injuries, and somehow a PG-13 12A rating. By the way, can you help me out of here at some point? I think there was glue on the sea. Oops.
Whoops.
Dork, man.
Dork, man.
Which is literally the name of the stage. Dorkman by Zambo. Scores 72.60. 63, 66, 84, 79, 71.
Dork, man.
Got one element and 4 tokens. Let's
And
do
there's
this.
V.
You'd think there'd be something to the left, but there is not.
Nope.
Okay.
The hell?
Aha.
Stop being such a dork, man.
Okay, yeah, I do see the button there. I think. Or
no
the block
button.
was just there so you can't actually
Hit
beat the top fiend.
Oh, time
Okay,
for a puzzle.
we don't want to touch that.
Oh. Oh, wait. Oh. Well,
positioning. So wait, we have only Rush Bike.
That's it.
That is unfortunate.
It's your carrot cart. Oof. Can you make this jump? Oh, you gotta. Okay.
Hey,
Gotcha.
gotcha.
I keep saying gotcha. I think it's a fucking Pokemon.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. Nice block. Oh, it's a token. Nice.
ah!
Oh,
I didn't
Now
even
you turn
notice those. Yes,
Oh.
yes, thank you.
that's my those are my like my odds and the fucking those dark games in Carnival. Try to hit the target.
Break the target. Okay, bye.
Help.
Wait, what I've got? How do I get up there?
One 800 help.
It's way too far. Wait, why do I have brake dash equipped?
I don't know. You asked me, man.
It's come to our attention that certain employees have been jumping off of the platform in an attempt to commit insurance fraud. As a countermeasure, we have installed several threatening pits and spikes to ensure that survivors will be shot. I hope you are all not too concerned with these changes. I'll continue to have a wonderful day.
Cool, Barry. Love management.
Nah, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
well, too much revs. Uh oh. Oh, I was about to say, it's like, what the fuck? Oh. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Oh shit.
Oh, why did you go fucking... Whatever.
Yeah, I see the map. Yeah, you fall, you have to work your way back up. Oh, there you go. Hold on.
That works for me!
That works for me! Find the animal which makes this sound.
Ooh! You found the Jeff George. It is a pretend football player.
What the fuck? Tecmo's early years.
Okay, so our ultimate goal is opening this.
Okay.
Guess that's all it is.
Yep, there you go.
And nothing.
Sorry, nothing.
What?
That's puzzling me as well here.
I'm just gonna take a sip.
Yeah, just like, yeah. Cheers. Oh, I see. Now you can slide in there though.
I gotta
No, but
reopen it first.
It's up though.
I gotta reopen it first. Oh.
Yeah.
My god.
I was like saying it's already open.
I am gun fuzzled.
There you go. Now that should be open. Oh, the rain.
Maybe I didn't want to do that.
That's for Megaman 7. Oh shit. Oh, no, it's snowing.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Well, okay then.
Oh, there you go.
I wanted to get the
carrot.
carrot in there, but I got that one instead.
Now you could.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh. can you grab that? There you go. Switch. Oh.
Not gonna lie, this is getting a bit on the lengthy side.
Oh, there we go. There's. Oh. I thought it wasn't gonna be a. Oh, well, you can do this. Right. Checkpoint. Oh. Here, have some weapon energy.
Oh no.
More cock, quick man, come on. Gotcha.
Guess I'm not getting that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's not gonna. Oh,
What?
whoops.
The fish!
Let's start that over. I wanna do over. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, interesting ways to make use of these.
Oh, shit.
This jump, alright.
Oh. Oh. Oh, well. Yeah, that's okay. Oh. Okay, what does that do?
I pressed the button.
Unless it's in the next room. Hopefully we don't have to redo this. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Yeah, we can't go back. That might be a problem. Hopefully that's not the case. Oh. Oh, you gotta be shitting me, dude. That's fucked up.
That's not nice.
No, it isn't, man.
That is not nice.
I vouch that you get that off screen, man. You have to redo this whole fucking shit all over on the stream. If it was gonna be like that, I would have built like a skip teleport for the tokens. Oh, just drop them.
Okay, that's pretty funny at least.
Yeah, you take lessons for your own creations from fucking Pub Man. Oh, it's gonna be so hard just to get a new one. Oh, are you gonna redo it?
Okay, at least I know what to do for the most part, so... The main issue is getting there. I wish the creator had put the frickin' checkpoint where that switch is and not after with a one-way door. That is dickish.
I'm sure the judges will said the same thing.
I hope so. That's honestly my main gripe. Otherwise, this isn't a fine stage.
Oh, Jesus. Just...
Lower pad first.
Yep.
Thank you. This is honestly not super long if you're not going for the token challenge, but it's still kind of annoying to have to redo the whole stage. Oh, come on. Yeah, get on the ladder.
Every time.
I'd like to change my stance on what I said earlier about the stage. This is way longer than I remembered it. Oh, what is with this lag all of a sudden?
I know it's from the lasers. One try.
Okay, whatever you do, horseman, do not miss this jump.
Alright, good. Alright.
Tier 2, here I come, baby!
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, about that. You made it to tier 13 of all things. So, yeah. Not a fan of that token, but if we ignore that token, this was honestly not that bad of a level, and the only reason why I'm going to the end is I gotta re-see that silly ending, because that's amazing. And at the same time, I'm submitting a Buster only run, so... Oh no, right, I use Ice Wall. Never mind.
Nope. Yep.
Agaba! Silly, I like it. Alright, I got some gachas. Duplicate.
Another duplicate. Of course.
Okay, I'm wondering how many of the judge will mention that final token, because honestly, that's my only real gripe with that level. And maybe the second one, because it's not clear where you're supposed to fall to go get it. But let's see. Mick.
Not enough dorks in this level, for my taste. Though there's certainly a whole lot of doors. The Astro World puzzles are spiffy scenarios, and they get novel usage compared to Astro Man. The press button, wait, go sections can be a little dull, but for the most part, the level finds ways to shake things up. An honorable mention goes to the joke boss at the end where you make the combustion. Don't repeat this, folks. But my personal favorite is the one puzzle with a button you don't press. Not only does it play with my expectations, but it's satisfying to solve that puzzle. And it has some fun surprises. Dream Rocket goes zoom! For that matter, I like how any puzzle reset buttons act extremely quickly, cutting down on wait time. Unfortunately, that's about the peak of the level. The lasers and extra spikes breathe a little life into it, especially since I like it being simple puzzles instead of yet another quick man stage. But otherwise, this overstays its welcome. Having 50 plus screens isn't automatically a problem, but that requires a bit more variety than doors everywhere, especially since rooms without doors tend to be dull. The top beans are the only other piece that gets good use, owing to unique scenarios in the puzzle areas. However, their difficulty curve is hampered by their introduction, which is more challenging than ideal. By themselves, these issues aren't too bad. The concept is entertaining, and the level can be downright hilarious. Unfortunately, when it's not being hilarious, the level's aesthetic is a tad dull. I can tell from the music that some inspiration was taken from Megaman Rocks. But if the idea was to make a hotel level, judging by the management text. Why not make it look like a hotel? As it's now, it's a boring purple building with smatterings of outside sky. The only interesting visual being some day/night visual progression. And a basement floor sign I happen to notice. As it stands, this is an alright level. Absolutely better than tier 2, but there's definitely room for improvement.
Okay, so 1 out of 5 did not mention that one token. Okay. Jinryu. For the most part, this is a pretty solid stage with a small twist and a basic mechanic. The use of Astro Doors as more than just blockades really helps this level stand out a bit more than it normally would, especially when it comes to the overall challenge structure. It's definitely geared a bit toward puzzle platforming, although it does end up being pretty easy. I don't really mind this too much on account of an issue with the checkpoint placement. If you happen to die, the checkpoints are just far enough apart to the point where it can become tedious to get back to where you are. Other in that sense, having the puzzles being more straightforward works in the stage's favor. Redoing earlier parts can still end up being a bit monotonous, but it's nowhere near as bad as it could be. I can't really complain too much about the rooms themselves, since most of them are pretty decently designed. The laser segments near the end are easily some of the best parts of the level, although I think the stage could have ended right after that final horizontal stretch, instead of panning it out with 3 rooms of enemies afterwards. Speaking of enemies, I kinda wish more were set up to take advantage of the doors and their placements. The Kamasaburos are the only one that do this, which makes interactions with them a lot more interesting by comparison. That aside, the only other major thing about this stage that I have any issues with are the aesthetics. The outside sections are a lot more visually appealing than the inside areas, at least. As for the music, while I get the joke... There was a joke? Okay. I don't think it would have ruined the stage to pick something other than Dorman's theme. Oh, okay. Megaman Rock's music as a whole isn't exactly easy on the ears sometimes. Right, because Dorman was from Megaman Rocks, right. Overall, I wouldn't say the stage is bad. It's perfectly serviceable, if a bit rough around the edge. 2 out of 5 did not mention that one token, okay. Pachi! Dork of the doors!
What a dork. Looks to be a puzzle-oriented stage involving doors. Somehow, actually pretty creative and impressive, given that it's such a simple gimmick. Yet, there are plenty of fun setups here. Color me surprised. Music is also oddly fitting as a backdrop for puzzle thinking. Oh, I get it now. Dork from door. Took me a moment to realize that pun. I'm also impressed that isn't really a situation where the player can wind up getting stuck by the Astro Man doors. There was clearly enough effort put into testing each room thoroughly, which I can applaud. The only part I'm a little iffy about is the outdoor area where there isn't an easy glance at where the final green doors are going to end up at. Glad that this isn't one of those stages that would play mean tricks on the player. And to finish the level with the other side of the pun, it's Darkman and he's foolishly spawns standing on one of the doors. That was a pretty satisfying execution of the whole combust man joke.
3 out of 5 did not mention that one token. Flashman.
I'm a sucker for puzzle levels, and this one's pretty good. Weapon lockouts are perfectly sensible. Clever setups such as the out of reach token, the electrifying ladder jump, and the final doors, plus laser combo, are satisfying to overcome. Up until the final stretch, there's never any risk of irrevocably messing up a puzzle. Variable door speeds ensure the player never waits longer than necessary to reset a puzzle. For the most part, the difficulty curve is steady and the pacing is good. The focus wobbles here and there, especially in the laser section, which is less of a challenge arc and more of a sampler platter. Some sections could stand to be better about consistency and clear casualty.
Causality, but whatever.
Causality. Oh, I can. There's potential for confusion when doors travel through solid objects and stop whenever they feel like. When a single button might control multiple doors or a door on a different screen, additional colors and styles for the doors and switches would help. More checkpoints would also be welcome. Puzzles lose their sparkle if you have to redo them right after solving them. And the level feels a tad long even without losing any progress. The length contributes to music fatigue. The main theme is fun, but it wears thin after 10 to 15 minutes. And it's unpleasant to replay the entire level if you blow your one shot at getting the last token.
Thank you, Flashman. Okay.
Damn it. I could do without telltales. They're easy to avoid and the rain adds a little to the challenge aside from the touch of nausea. The screen transition next to the door to the last token looks like a bottomless pit. Otherwise, I'm very happy with the visuals. The blend of tile sets is impressively seamless. The boss is a charming anticlimax, and I got an extra laugh when the name of the level finally clicked. Good stuff.
And a spark. One problem with puzzle stages. If I experienced them first with Loyana, the puzzle element was kinda lost when I finally was able to play the stages for myself. So this review is mostly based on the initial loads, that initial review and how much fun he found it. I don't think it'd be fair to account for puzzles I already knew the solutions to. Best I could do, I'm afraid. This is certainly a better door team level than Eric Root's original Doorman stage. The usage of Astroman's door in fairly unique situation is novel, and nowhere do the puzzles leave you stuck. The door puzzles could have been pushed further in my opinion, but what was there was certainly good. The second long room was particularly enjoyable. I also found the room with trapped top fiends pretty amusing. A constant positive throughout the stage is how well things are introduced, even if they are dev kit assets. A player will understand them if they have not encountered them before. There were some issues with the level, such as fairly infrequent checkpoints, and I felt the telltale enemies were completely pointless. I feel that 2 of the tokens were a significant drag on the level. The club token requires almost a minute of backtracking, and frankly, the diamond token is abysmal. After an entire stage of clever and thoughtful design and consideration for the player, failing this room in any way requires a complete restart of the stage due to the poor checkpoint placement. Thank you, A-Spark. Aesthetically, the level looked okay, if a bit dull. I don't think using a song from Rocks lends itself to such a lengthy level, as that sound font gets very grating. Finally, the use of Darkman did not have enough of a payoff at the end of the level, as you could see the joke of the boss from a mile away. For what it's worth, Lonaya did like this level quite a bit, so hey, puzzles were in fact fun to solve. Honestly, I had fun with this level. The only thing really dragging it down for me, as I said, is that last token. That was mean. The fact that if you miss it, if you mess up that final room before the token, you basically have to redo the entire 5-6 minutes of the stage. That's kind of a big deal. But otherwise, that joke at the end was hilarious. Hello, Dawson Blademan. I may be seen as a cheap copy of a certain other robot master due to my name, despite our tenuous legal resemblance, but that has at least landed me plenty of work as stunt double in Samurai movie. Funny how that works out. Charade Man, or Charade Man, whatever. Films nowadays may be able to use robotic illusions or other trickery to get the job done. Where's the fun and magic in that? I say that we should put more focus on spectacular as actors such as myself. In fact, I think I should star in every movie. Does this stick much? And I don't think I'm gonna have time to do this level, unfortunately. But next, well, we're in the top 24 now. Luminous Tower sent by 128 up. Might not seem that bad. Let's just see. 1, 2... Boss. There's 2 stages in the boss left. Okay. Wily Fu Hustle?
Wily.
What?
Wily Kung Fu Hustle, yeah. Wily Fu Hustle.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Oh.
Oh boy, City War. Free Wily.
Oh, that's 2 levels to the boss. Go to the entrance yet.
Okay, so more than likely when I do this next, we'll be finishing off tier 13 and getting started with 14. Okay, so I'm guessing tier 15 is just the top 10 then. Huh. Just like the last contest. Do I have anything new? I don't think I do.
I mean, you have so many empty
Thermal Man. I don't think I've fought him yet. Mafia Man, no. Rookman, I don't think so.
Can you trade any capsules for some shit? Or no? Nope, nothing, no.
I should take a look at the custom costumes for Megaman 3. And you know what? We'll go as Cutman for a bit. I really do look sharp. I like that the scissors go while you do this. Any new cheats?
Oh.
Nothing new at the moment. In the festival grounds. So, tier 15. Hi, Tinkerman. Does it changes anything? Oh shit, it does.
And then Eddie releases the truck.
Behind stuff.
Turn it up.
You know, for custom spray or
Why is the
custom
venue
costumes.
flooded?
Yeah, for custom costumes, you're gonna need. It's absolutely mandatory to find Sprite Comic Megaman.
Very important.
Oh, it's Hero Guitar.
What did you think it was?
Alright, I got a gacha, and it's a dupe. I have the only important one, though. Let's Aegis.
Why am I just ahead? Help! I feel like you should make the Wario Land coin sound when you activate it.
Oh, the coin, yeah.
When you get crushed by a giant bag of money.
Oh god. Or the weight and just lose all my
No.
money.
My money!
My money.
Of course I press up and it doesn't go.
My money!
Blowing it all up.
Thunder Beam is not changed yet. Last Judgment.
Big GG Shockwave!
Declare those mets to be not guilty of violating safety code. Don't expect Last Judgment to do much to them. Won't be effective on other shielded enemies either. Any bosses, however, will always falter to the sound of the gavel. By the way, Opa, you didn't notice those sprites at the top, right?
Oh, I'm muted. But I said it, but I was muted. My bad.
You fool.
Yeah, nothing changing those, and you. I know for that one. Divine Beam.
Good lord.
I have to go now, my planet needs me. Something I forgot to showcase if you don't have the alternate weapon here. Apparently, Yellow Devil is here, and if you start talking into Boomo Boomo, he kills you.
Demonstrate.
I don't think I'll have to redo the whole thing, is the problem.
You'll be
But I can
fine.
do that. I mean, it's not hard, it's just I have to redo the whole thing with actual magnet beam.
Stop! It's already a bajillion miles long.
It's lasting a shit ton of time too. That's a lot of big eyes. Damn it. Nope. I like that I got it first try earlier and now I can't redo it. My favorite part of this.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? The asset was right there. Just curious. And to make a mess. I like the feng shui of this room. Boomo! 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 Oh, I see now. You don't believe I can speak normally. You presume, based solely on how I used to be, that I and my kind are but mere buffoons, mindless monsters who can only ever mumble
Well, I like how
nonsensical
he narrows his eye.
humos and aren't real robots like yourself. I am beyond appalled that you would think I am a brainless brute after my services here. We devils are capable beings, and I shall not let this slide. You're on the wrong side of history, cut man. Goodbye.
There you go.
Look how pissed off he looks too.
He's like, oh, I see.
Oh, I see. You're a jackass, aren't you? I guarantee if Opie did this for the first time, he would go for the Boomo thing and wonder why he got killed.
Most likely, yeah.
I mean, I probably would too.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You can buy the.
Could potentially buy 2 things.
Yep. There you go.
Alright, I should re-enable this.
Yes, we gotta have that, variant.
Okay, so assuming everything goes right, we'll finish this tier on Thursday, and we'll see what happens from there.
Alright.
How far are we? 72% now. Goodness, this has been a long project. Well, let's have a look who's online now. That also reminds me, I need to check if I won. I kind of doubt it, but if I got a good score on the World Championship thing on
Oh yeah, I
NWC.
forgot about